Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the week of September 23rd through the 29th, and I'm using a bunch of $2 Tuesday sheets. There are two different main designs that I'm using this week. One of them is a nautical design and it is based on a past mystery kit. And I'm also using a Father's Day design. I wanted to incorporate more of the blues. And with these two designs combined, I think I'm going to get the exact layout that I want this week. First, I had to decide between the two different date covers that I had. I kept going back and forth about it in my head, but in the end I went with the little panda sailors because I figured I could use Simon with his two kids on the week of Father's Day next year. So I went with the little sailor panda. My husband's birthday is on Tuesday, September 24th, so I've been saving these kits for this week. My husband was in the Navy for 10 years, and it's something that he's really proud of, and it's a part of his life that he'll always cherish. It really shaped him into a leader and the person that he is today. So this nautical kit really reminds me of him, and he became chief almost exactly a year ago. And in the Navy, when you become a chief, you earn your anchors. So I decided to use the bottom washi with the anchors, even though I wasn't really planning to have purple in the spread. I thought it made more sense than any of the other two options. I love the little sailboat washi, and this shade of blue is one of my favorite colors. I'm starting the bottom of the sidebar with a quote box. And since there's a blue habit tracker on each $2 Tuesday sheet, I decided to use both of those. I could have used either of the weekly schedules, but I went with the orange because I think it looks so nice next to blue. And for the box at the top, I just went with the same little sailor panda. Now, I was really struggling while filming this video. On top of my boys getting into everything in my room, I was also just not sure what I was going to do. On one hand, I knew I had a lot of options, and I kept reminding myself that I can move anything around that I wanted to. But I kept getting overwhelmed with just how many options there were. So I started by just looking at the different colors and trying to figure out which ones I wanted to use. And I noticed that the two blue shades on the nautical kit were very similar to two of the shades on the Father's Day kit. So I tried to keep that in mind in terms of kind of spreading them out and having the right spacing between them. I'm a really indecisive person, so having to decide which stickers to use was quite a challenge. The first day I wanted to tackle was Tuesday, my husband's birthday, because I wanted to make sure I had specific stickers on that day. Unfortunately, my husband will probably be working late that day, so I knew I had room for a full box, and I wanted that day to be all about him, so I put best dad ever. And at the very top of the day, I wanted a half box to write happy birthday. One thing I realized pretty quickly is that I really regretted not buying quarter boxes. I have gotten so used to using them, and the spacing just isn't the same without quarter boxes. I pulled out a sticker to put in the half box, and this character is one of my favorites. His name is Ollie, and I think especially because I have two boys, I would love to see more stickers with Ollie. I know that the shop owner Tasia has about 1 million requests, but more Ollie stickers is definitely at the top of my list. I think I would love to see just him with different emotions, different facial expressions, and I also really want him working at a desk because my husband works from home once or twice a week, so I think that would be the perfect sticker for that. Underneath the half box, I add a header and a full checklist, and then I add another half box, and that's where I have to kind of play with the spacing. On either Monday or Tuesday, I am planning to film my next plan with me, and I'm really excited about it. I'm hoping to have my 3-year-old do my plan with me, and I don't know how long he'll actually sit to film, but I'm hoping that I can pull it off. I pretty much start doing bits and pieces all over the spread because I can't really decide on anything. I knew I had to choose a weekend banner, so I went with the nautical theme. And I was originally going to just use blue and orange throughout the week, but I felt like that red-orange color really broke up the blue nicely. And at that point, I decided I needed to be a little bit more open-minded about the non-blue colors, especially because most of the full boxes were not blue. So I laid down some of the full boxes, and then I started to form a bit of a pattern with the checklist where I alternated between full box checklists and scallop checklists. And with the full box checklist, I was able to place it over a header so I could kind of stagger the look of the layout. And on some days, I decided to go all the way to the bottom washi, whereas other days, I kind of left a little bit of space between the bottom washi and the end of that day. So I kind of played around with the colors, the headers, the full boxes that I had available. I started to realize that I needed to space things out a little bit more to fit everything that I wanted. I love this full box with the anchor that says I simply refuse to sink, but I couldn't figure out where to put it. I felt like it kind of clashed a little bit with the shades of blue from the Father's Day kit, so I was trying to find the right place for it. And I also wanted to make sure that the orange and the red-orange colors were perfectly spread throughout the layout. So I really am just all over the place, and I actually did cut out a lot of me just looking at the pages, flipping through back and forth. It was a little too painful for me to watch and have you sit through just me thinking and second guessing everything. I've been excited about putting together this spread for a long time, but I also think I put so much pressure on it being perfect. And I know once the week is over, it's not going to look like this. It's probably going to be a little adjusted. But I have gotten so used to trying to use every sticker in a kit and not be wasteful that I think it was hard for me to have 2 kits and know that I can't use every sticker. A lot of the Father's Day full boxes had beer and golf icons on them, and those are 2 things my husband isn't really interested in. And some of them had a football on them, and since my husband has been doing fantasy football this year, I figured I would put that on Sunday. So once again, I had to move the anchor full box and find a new place for it. And I also moved around the headers to try to coordinate the colors. I wanted to incorporate a couple of the checklists from the nautical kit, and I knew I didn't have a whole lot of space left for a full checklist, so I decided to trim one of the checklists and fill in the space that I had for Sunday. While I continue filling in space, I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on how this week is going. I told you in my last plan with me that my husband was going to be working a lot. And as I record this, we are halfway through the week, and so far my plan is going pretty well. I have had to go to the store twice already because I couldn't decide on a menu for the entire week, but other than that, I've kind of stuck to my plan of going to the gym and starting dinner during nap time. The one thing that I've been struggling to keep up with is cleaning. I have learned that it is pretty pointless to try to clean up all the toys while my boys are awake because they just follow me and pick apart everything that I was trying to put away. So my normal nap time cleaning has kind of been put to the side this week, and then by the end of the day I'm just exhausted. So I'm hoping Friday will be a good day for cleaning. And since my husband does work on his birthday, we are planning to celebrate this weekend. He doesn't want to really do anything. He doesn't like celebrating his birthday, but I did want to at least sing happy birthday to him, give him some gifts, and his favorite dessert is banana cream pie. So this is my first year that I'm actually going to attempt to make it. I usually just buy the frozen Marie calendars because that's what he likes, but hopefully I can pull it off and hopefully he likes it. By the time I post this video, celebrating his birthday will have already happened, and so I'll let you know in the description box whether the banana cream pie was a success or not. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week.